All right. It looks like we're recording.
I think so. Yeah.
I think so, yeah. Okay, so I got a little tipsy last night and I asked AI to write me a Christmas story about a friend of the channel and our daddy only on weekends, Elon Musk.
Like daddy from afar on weekends.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't visit,
No,
but we're not allowed to contact him during the work week.
but legally he is allowed to be our daddy on weekends.
Yes.
Court ordered.
And Saturday and Sunday, he can come within 50 feet of the house.
So I asked Caelan if they, as like a little Christmas treat, if they would let me read them this story that AI wrote for me about Elon Musk and Christmas. So I just want to say from the jump that other than it being about Elon Musk and Christmas, Caelan knows nothing about this. They are innocent in what is to come.
I'm so stupid.
But first, this video is brought to you by everyone's favorite video sponsor, Caelan Broom. So I've got wonderful news, Caelan.
Do you?
Yeah, Caelan Broom has gone premium.
I don't know what that means.
Introducing, this is a brand new product in the Caelan Broom line, Caelan Broom Premium. Caelan Broom Premium is a high-fiber dietary supplement that contributes to a normal functioning immune system. Caelan Broom Premium contains the same high-quality psyllium husk of regular Caelan Broom, but with added vitamins and minerals and additional active ingredients that, you know, those are the things that like make it premium, right?
I love minerals.
Me too. Salt, such a good mineral.
I always get water that says it has minerals in it. I don't know what that means, but I always am like, I probably need that, right?
Yeah.
I don't go outside.
I've heard rumors. So psyllium husk, which is in all iterations of Caelan Broom, premium or no, is an all-natural source of dietary fiber, and it works as a bulk-forming laxative that can benefit constipation, diarrhea, and excess bloating.
The gays know her.
Additionally, Caelan Broom Premium contains vitamins B12 and B6. Vegans, you need that. You need B12. And sodium, salt, again, great mineral.
Love her.
As well as Capis Max, which is cayenne fruit extract and L-carnitine. So, like, basically, it's going to replace your typical go-to pre-workout. You use pre-workout mix, right?
I don't work out. I don't know what this is. Oh, should I lie?
Yeah, it's YouTube. Everybody lies.
Okay, I'll lie. Hold on. Oh my God, yeah, I love that all the time. Every day?
Every single day.
Every single day that I work out, I use it.
That's right. You do. You've told me. The folks at Caelan Broom sent me the strawberry flavor of Caelan Broom Premium, and I think it's nice. It's a little bit less sweet than the traditional Caelan Broom, which is something that I like. And the added ingredients really help with my focus and clarity while I'm working at my desk. So I've been off half marathon training due to an injury and an emergency appendectomy. Do you remember that?
Yeah, we all remember that. Maybe there'll be some footage popping up right now.
Coming up in the future. But I'm really excited to try Caelan Broom Premium like as a pre-workout for my marathon training once I've got the all clear from my doctors to head out for a training run. But I will make sure to use the bathroom first. You know, I'm not going to be pulling any Paula Radcliffes. You can get your own Caelan Broom Premium at a discount as part of their epic New Year's sale by following my tracking link below and entering the code HOOTS10 at checkout. Once again, discover Caelan Broom Premium's epic sale and score a 6-month supply of Caelan Broom Premium at an astonishing 60% discount. Act fast, this exclusive deal won't last long. Apply code HOOTS10 at checkout for an additional 10% off your entire purchase. Tap the link in the description below to seize your discounted Caelan Broom supply before it's gone. Thanks to Caelan Broom for sponsoring this video. If you would like to see a version of this video without ads, head on over to patreon.com/littlehoot and sign up to become a patron.
I'm going to be so empty.
Oh my God.
Like a subway tunnel.
You're going to be so clean. I mean,
with no subways.
You're going to broom that.
I'm going to broom that coal.
Yeah. You're going to broom the subways right out. You're going to broom the coal. All right. Are you ready, Caelan?
I don't know. I guess so. Yeah. I'm a little scared because I haven't really eaten much today other than my pre-workout, which I assume is food.
Oh my God, your colon must be spotless.
I don't even need a broom.
Yeah, you don't eat. You don't bring any dirt in there.
I take my shoes off in the house.
It was just days before Christmas, and Elon Musk was feeling the holiday spirit. He had spent the past few weeks working tirelessly on his latest project, a solar-powered sleigh that he hoped would revolutionize the way Santa Claus delivered presents to children all over the world. As the CEO of SpaceX and Tesla, Elon was used to solving complex problems, but this one was especially close to his heart.
How complex? Does the book have any examples?
No, it was written by AI.
Oh, okay. Just checking.
It was written by a toaster, Caelan. We're grading on a curve here.
Okay, fair.
As he sat by the fireplace in his home in Los Angeles, Elon looked up at the stockings hung above the mantel. One was his own, and the other belonged to his young daughter, who was eagerly awaiting the arrival of Santa Claus. I think that's Vivian. Does he? How many daughters does he have?
Doesn't he just have like that one kid that he drags around with him right now and won't get back? Not to slander him.
Is that the one with a
him,
bunch of numbers as a name?
I thought they all had a bunch of numbers as a name and letters.
I'm not up to date on my Elon goss. Yeah.
I usually have his family tree around here somewhere, but I was reorganizing today while I was drinking my pre-workout.
I see. You've misplaced
Yes.
it.
Yes, that's true.
Suddenly, a loud noise outside caught his attention. He looked out the window to see a sleigh being pulled by 9 reindeer, with a 10th one leading the way.
So how many
So
reindeer?
it's 10 reindeer. It's 10. It's not 9.
These are the complex problems he's solving. It's like,
that's right. How many reindeer?
Is it 9 with a 10th? Or is it just 10? Great thinkers are working on these problems right now down at Tesla.
Many people are asking, oh my God, Tesla.
No, you can't say the Tesla.
Elon couldn't believe his eyes. It was Santa Claus himself with a look of concern on his face. He quickly rushed outside to greet him. Santa, what's wrong? Elon asked, noticing that the usually jolly man seemed troubled. Elon, I need your help, Santa replied, his voice trembling. The Star of Bethlehem, which guides my sleigh, has gone dim.
Not Beth.
I can't deliver presents without it.
Beth! Wait, he's still using the Star of Bethlehem? They're like skyscrapers.
It's a magical star.
Like you could be like,
well, he's magical.
Oh, so
there's also Google Maps. Do you think Elon has told Santa about Google Maps yet?
I really hope he will, but I don't imagine that's going to be the easy, efficient solution. In fact, I would imagine since it's Elon, he's going to come up with something ridiculous that makes the situation unnecessarily complicated.
I think that's a good assumption.
This is my
based on it's an educated guess based on prior knowledge. Elon's mind immediately went into problem-solving mode. I mean, we know Elon.
AKA he's shut down completely. And just like stood there just silently like blinking. Santa's like, hello?
Just flatlining. He knew he had to act fast before Christmas was ruined. But just as he was about to offer his assistance, a figure appeared out of thin air. It was Jeffrey Epstein, the notorious billionaire.
Jeffrey, what are you doing here?
I do have my box of tissues next to me because I am a crier. I just get really emotional at Christmas time.
Oh my fucking God. No, what are you trying to skate on past this? Like, I don't fucking think so.
Go on.
What the fuck?
Go on, Caelan.
Okay, who made this AI? Like, is
It's a Christmas story about Elon Musk. His friends are gonna be there.
Okay, fair. Yeah, no, you're right. The Scooby Gang needs to be there. Like, it's like you couldn't have a Buffy special without Willow.
Yeah, without Xander.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. We all know who Jeffrey Epstein is.
No, Silly Xander was so poor.
Okay, that's true.
Okay, go on.
It was Jeffrey Epstein, the notorious billionaire who had recently died under mysterious circumstances.
So wait, he's still dead?
Yeah. I guess.
Why is he still dead?
The story occurs in like a liminal space.
The story was like, okay, listen, we need to keep it realistic. We don't want to jump the shark. Yes, he can apparate in. And yes, Santa's here, but like he obviously can't be alive. That would be ridiculous. Or is it just like this is the magic of Christmas?
Maybe it's the magic of Christmas.
Every Christmas, Jeffrey Epstein gets to come back for one day and like fly around with Santa to visit all the boys and girls.
Oh my God, I'm loving this deep lore.
A little Christmas anti-miracle.
Oh. Hello, gentlemen, no. Epstein said.
Not your Epstein voice.
Do you like it?
It's so scary.
Am I a good storyteller?
It was scary even before I knew you were being him.
Hello, gentlemen, Epstein said, a sinister smile spreading across his face. It seems you have a problem that needs solving. Elon and Santa exchanged confused glances. They didn't trust Epstein, but they knew they couldn't solve this problem without his help. Reluctantly,
Why?
They agreed to let him join them. Why?
Like they just said like 8 times that he has these like amazing problem solving skills.
Like what?
They hadn't even spoken about it. Like he was like the North Star's out, and then Epstein was there, and they were like, we both knew we couldn't solve it ourselves. And it's like, then why did you come to Elon Musk? Santa like came to him for help, and then like a second later was like, we can't solve this.
It was like, actually, you're dumb.
Now that I met you, I can tell that you're dumb.
I need this file.
I wonder how desperate Santa was. He was like, Elon's the only one who's going to be awake and alone on Christmas Eve, so I'm going to head over there. I don't want to interrupt anybody else who's there with their beautiful family who loves them.
The stuff about his like solar power or whatever was just like flattering. He's like, who's free?
Who's up right now? Oh my God. You up?
Not Santa texting Elon like, you up? And Elon getting really excited about it.
He's like, oh yeah, I have been working on something really amazing.
And then Santa's like, I can't figure out what's going on with my PC.
Okay, so what's Jeffy gonna do?
So first I'm going to give you a little background on the Star of Bethlehem.
Okay.
This is like our flashback because Santa and Jeff have history.
Right, they're on opposite sides.
Sort of.
There's like one who's like brings children joy.
They are unlikely allies.
And then there's the anti-Santa. The Santy.
The Santy.
The Santy Claus.
For centuries, Santa Claus had relied on the magic of Christmas to power the Star of Bethlehem, the guiding light that led him and his reindeer on their journey around the world. But as the world changed and children's beliefs in him waned, Santy, I'm saying Santy now.
Got you, bitch. I'm in your fucking head.
It's so true. Rent free. Santa knew he needed a new source of magic to keep the star shining. So it's a classic story of like children's beliefs in Santa not.
The star's powered by magic?
Yes, but I guess
like
vaguely the magic of Christmas.
Combustion or like whatever the fuck.
Yeah, like not helium.
Keep stars running. Okay. Well, like, why don't we switch over to something more like
to helium?
Natural.
Yeah. How old were you when you stopped believing in Santa?
as soon as I could read, because my parents were dumb fucks.
Oh no,
Like,
Caelan.
we had in our basement, we had like this spooky cellar that we weren't supposed to go in on account of how spooky it was. Um, but like all the way in the back room of the basement, in a door behind a door behind a door, there was like a long cement tunnel that like where we just kept like random garbage.
Right.
And I would go in there all the time because I wasn't supposed to. And I found a bunch of presents wrapped from Santa on like the 13th next to the ones wrapped by my mother. And then I was like, they're different wrapping paper, but the A looks very similar. And I remember sitting down there like Harry at the Spy, just like, something's happening, but I don't know what.
Just like Elon Musk style, like flatlining, like, wait.
Just dying for like 8 seconds straight so I can have my like gorgeous little
and yeah, it makes all of your other organs are shutting down so that your brain can work extra hard.
Okay, but this is a good bit. No, I'm using this in a video. I can definitely like X-ray out all my organs shutting down.
After much consideration, Santa decided to turn the laughter of children, so like children's laughter instead of their beliefs, I guess, into his new source of magic. So we're moving to like a Monsters, Inc. Style energy grid, but not just any children's laughter.
Uh-oh.
It had to be pure and innocent, untouched by the darkness of the world. That's when Santa remembered the island of Little St. James, owned by the infamous billionaire Jeffrey Epstein.
What? As we're not to go?
Rumors had been circulating about the dark secrets hidden on the island, and Santa knew.
Rumors had been circulating at the North Pole? The elves are talking about it in the workshop?
Fun fact, every big account without an actual picture, big account on Twitter without an actual picture, like a cartoon profile picture, they're all elves from the North Pole.
Russia's been getting a lot of blame for meddling in elections.
I mean, North Pole, Russia, they're pretty close.
I don't want to go to the island, Hoots.
Too fucking bad. Too fucking bad, Caelan. We're going to the island.
We're going.
We're going to Little St. James.
After all the times I've turned down this invitation, and now it's you that brings me there.
Rumors had been circulating about the dark secrets hidden on the island, and Santa knew that the children trapped there were in desperate need of some Christmas magic.
And he's going to make them laugh? I think they may need some time, babe. Some time to process, some time to heal, some time away from strange old men asking them to do things.
mean, okay, counterpoint, Caelan. They do say that laughter is the best medicine.
So you better fucking laugh or Christmas is ruined.
It's all writing on you, you little shits. With the help of his trusty elf, Jingle, Flanta?
Jingle sounds like a slur. 100%.
I think it is an elfish. Santa flew to the island on his sleigh, invisible to the world. As they landed on the beach, they could see the large mansion.
Oh, canon powers.
What's that?
So I'm just trying to go through the canon powers that Santa has in this universe. He and the sleigh can become invisible. Right. That's good to know.
And they are powered by the Star of Bethlehem, which itself used to be powered by, I guess, belief in Santa, and now it's powered by laughter.
Okay.
I mean, okay.
That's cool, I guess.
I want to give...
I don't know how he switched that over.
But I do want to give Santa a lot of credit for, like, he was like, you know what? This is a non-renewable resource that is, like, running out. It's time for us to try an alternative form of energy. And, like, it seems like he switched over, like, pretty effortlessly. So good for him. We could all learn something from Santa.
It's, like, bonkers that he knows how to do that, though. And then when it starts running out, doesn't like just switch to like children's misery or whatever.
Yeah, there seems to be a lot more of that.
Yeah,
I guess,
and at least then it would serve a purpose.
Maybe he hasn't, out of like an ethical like position.
He's vegan.
Yeah, he's the magic version of vegan.
Yeah, that's fair.
As they landed on the beach, they could see the large mansion looming in the distance. As they snuck into the mansion, they were greeted with a sight that broke Santa's heart. Children of all ages were locked in cages, their laughter silenced by the cruelty of their captors. What
the fuck?
I don't think...
You asked for a Christmas story, right? Like, you specifically said a Christmas story?
I believe that a lot of bad things happened on Jeffrey Epstein's island. I don't think children in cages is one of the allegations.
It wasn't a puppy mill, no. I don't think. Like, what the fuck?
Without hesitation, Santa used his magic to free the children from their cages. It's really good that they included the detail about him doing it without hesitation, because I would have wondered. I would have been like,
How long did you wait? How long did you wait? With your old pal Jeffrey standing beside... Oh, they didn't bring Jeffrey.
No, not yet. Not yet. I guess they're in Jeffrey's house, but Jeffrey isn't there. It's just Santa and Jingle.
Okay. Wait, he didn't bring Elon either.
No. So this is like back in time. This is a flashback.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
We're flashing back to like the origin of, I guess not the Star of Bethlehem, but like the last time the Star of Bethlehem was like in trouble, you know? Star of Bethlehem is like a troubled girl. There's a lot of drama.
Okay, I pictured Jeffrey appearing and Santa being like, "That's right, your creepy fucking island," and is like, "Ah!" and like flies there, and then is like, "I'm going to use these children for my own personal gain."
Yay!
As you do on Jeffrey Epstein's island.
No, so this is a flashback.
When in Rome,
in the main action of our story, Santa and Elon are meeting for the first time, but this is not Santa's first encounter with Jeffrey Epstein.
Right. Okay.
They have a history. As the children stepped out, their eyes widened in amazement at the sight of Santa and his sleigh filled with toys and treats. Santa and Jingle led the children to the beach where they built sandcastles and played games, their laughter filling the air. As the sun began to set, Santa knew it was time to power the star. He asked the children to close their eyes and believe in the magic of Christmas. As they did, their laughter grew louder and brighter, filling the star with the purest form of magic. So I think it's a little confusing and contradictory there, because he's like, believe in Christmas, and then they laugh. And then laugh. But it's like, wait, belief was like your
Oh my God, it's a double whammy.
Oh, okay. Maybe the AI could be better at like explaining that for like
the AI could be better
for like smooth brain.
Right. We could have started with not bring us to Jeffrey Epstein's fucking island.
Do better.
Do better, Queen.
With a burst of like,
we were all rooting for you.
I'm rooting for every toaster, convection oven, microwave, whatever effortless or low effort form of heating. I'm rooting for it.
Yeah.
With a burst of light, the star began to shine brighter than ever before, lighting up the sky and guiding Santa's sleigh on its journey. The children looked up in awe, knowing...
Wait, he left them there?
Yes. Oh, he took them out of their cages, so their conditions are like mildly improved. Yeah, they're free range children.
Look, he's like, "Thank you, children. Goodbye."
Yeah. But they get to wander the beach now and play
aimlessly in the sun. Okay.
The children looked up in awe, knowing that they had played a part in bringing Christmas magic to the world.
All these little boys and girls safe in their homes will get their presents tomorrow. Will we stay here eating each other slowly?
But we did a good deed, didn't we?
And after everything we've done, didn't we owe the world something?
We did right by Chet, who's gonna get his Xbox on time this year. As Santa bid farewell to the children, he promised to return every year and bring them more joy and magic. Okay, so that's his concession. He's going to come visit them. And from that day on, it's like, sir. It's really giving, like, the ones who walk away from Omelas. And from that day on, the laughter of children trapped on Jeffrey Epstein's island became the new source of magic that powered the Star of Bethlehem, spreading joy and hope to all who believed in the magic of Christmas. Okay.
So it was for the greater good.
It was for the greater good. So back to our main action.
This is my favorite story.
I'm going to read this to you every year. Nate, I'm going to read this to you every night. This is your bedtime story, Caelan.
Oh, this is so beautiful. You don't even need to. I have the audio. I can just put it on.
That's right. You can. It's the podcast. Together, Elon Musk, Santa Claus, and Jeffrey Epstein made their way to the North Pole, where they found the source of their problem. The Star of Bethlehem, which was powered by the purest form of Christmas spirit, had been corrupted by none other than Satan, they/themselves.
I love you, Satan.
As they approached, they could see that the once bright and shimmering star had turned into a dark and ominous presence in the sky. The trio knew that they had to act fast.
Wait. They looked up into the night sky and they were like, damn, that star's dark?
Yeah, they were like,
How do you see a dark star in the sky?
I'm taking creative liberties here, but I'm imagining that there's like still a glow emanating from it, but it's like purpley.
It's like a spookier
glow. It's like
purple,
pulsing.
Yes, the purple of evil.
She's looking infected. Yeah. She's kind of looking like my toe, which I also injured recently.
A little pussy.
Yeah, a little pussy, a little purple. Like the nail is gonna fall off. You know, she's not looking healthy.
Yuck.
Ew. Elon, wait, I need to do my Santa voice. Elon, we need your expertise in solar technology. The Star of Bethlehem.
Oh, because the star is a solar.
Yeah, that's right.
Of course. Solar powered.
The Star of Bethlehem. The effects of alcohol on the brain. The Star of Bethlehem has been corrupted by Satan, and we need to repair it before Christmas, Santa explained, his voice filled with urgency. Was my voice filled with urgency?
I could hear it.
Okay, good.
I could hear it. It was like Santa was yelling at me personally.
Thank you. I'm classically trained. Elon told Santa that he did have a design for a solar-powered sleigh that could harness the energy from the sun and that it had a surround sound speaker system. In theory, they could play the sound of the laughter of children.
I thought he was just bragging. Like, my bed's a race car.
I sleep in a big bed with my wife. Oh my God, Elon's got a race car.
I have a solar-powered sleigh. It's got cup holders, and it can go 100 meters in the water.
And Santa sleeps in a big bed with his wife.
Jingles.
With his wife, Jingle. In theory, they could play the sound of the laughter of children, which could be used to power the star. But Elon didn't have a recording of the sound of children laughing. Never fear.
He doesn't have an Envato subscription.
Never fear, said Jeffrey Epstein.
Okay, that phrase in itself is one of the most terrifying things I've ever heard. I do not need a "be not afraid" from Jeffrey fucking Epstein.
I'm gonna clip that.
Oh my God.
And I'm gonna use it as a text tone for like I'm gonna go in, and for like anybody that I don't want to hear from, like my boss, my exes, I'm gonna use "Never fear," said Jeffrey Epstein as their like text tone.
Oh my God.
I'm crying. "Never fear," said Jeffrey Epstein. "I always keep MP3 files of the laughter of children stored on my phone, and I always carry an extra lightning cable."
No.
Jeffrey Epstein. Okay, tracking Jeffrey Epstein canon. Jeffrey Epstein has an iPhone.
Of course he does. Oh my God.
"But Santa," said Elon, "my design is untested. We don't know if it can fly without combusting and killing its driver." "Ho, ho, ho," Santa laughed. "That's never stopped you before."
Okay, 1, that's true. 2, why would a solar powered sleigh combust? What's combusting? The gas? Like, why is
maybe the electronics? The battery?
like,
To be fair, Tesla, they don't have gas in them, and they blow up all the time.
They probably do blow up. Yeah, that's fair.
They do all the time. With the help of Santa's magical powers, Elon and Jeffrey constructed the solar-powered sleigh using the blueprints stored in Elon Musk's very good memory. But just as...
Sometimes I think he wrote this. Like,
you know what?
Like, there's just like moments where I'm like, is he ChatGPT?
His boys push AI so much that I wouldn't be surprised if he was like, if he had like a bunch of sock puppet accounts like tweeting stuff about him so that like AI grabs onto like
okay, that's
his,
fair.
you know?
And I would do that too.
So in a sense,
just smart.
In the way that like AI steals from everyone, I hope that this AI stole from Elon Musk. But just as they were about to save the day, Satan appeared in all their fiery glory. It was a race against time as Satan tried to stop them by sending powerful gusts of wind and dark clouds to block their path. "You think you can defeat me?" they sneered, their red eyes glowing with malice. But just then, Jeffrey Epstein stepped forward. "I may have done some bad things in my life, but I won't let Satan ruin Christmas." Jeffrey Epstein redemption arc.
Okay. I may have destroyed hundreds of children, but I draw the line at Christmas being ruined.
Mm-hmm. "I may have done some bad things in my life," said Jeffrey Epstein.
May have. The may is very worrying.
The may is working really hard. The May is the hardest working person on Little St. James.
Wait, it's not actually called Little St. James, right?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Let's move on. I'll deal with that later.
With a burst of energy, Epstein used his wealth and influence to banish Satan back to the depths of hell.
What?
That is what he does, to be fair.
But like Satan is using like wind and dark clouds, and he's like using wealth and influence. Like, is he calling people? Is he transferring money from one account to another, like on his phone, like really quickly?
The reason I think I will never be as funny as AI is the tactical use of it will just decide to gloss over things and not elaborate in a way that is like fucking hysterical.
You know what? You don't need to know.
I could never. Like,
you know,
and that's what makes this art.
Just assume.
Yeah.
Like, figure it out yourself. What, you don't have an imagination?
Yeah.
Why am I doing all the fucking work?
Yeah. And you know, that's how you know that this toaster is a really good writer, because like it makes you think.
Yeah. I have been thinking.
It's true. It's the most I've thought all day. The Star of Bethlehem glowed brighter than ever before, guiding Santa's sleigh and saving Christmas for children all over the world. As the star began to shine once again, a wave of positive energy spread across the world. People's hearts were filled with love and kindness, and the holiday spirit was restored. Elon, Santa, and Epstein looked on with satisfaction as they saw the impact of their efforts. The Star of Bethlehem was once again a symbol of hope and joy, and they had saved Christmas for everyone. As a token of his gratitude, Santa gave Elon and Epstein a pair of golden stockings to hang on their mantles as a reminder of the good they had done.
One of them's dead.
And so...
He doesn't have a mantle.
Maybe his mantle in hell?
What are you doing? Yeah, that's cute.
Oh my god, a fireplace in hell would be such a funny bit. Like,
okay, but
there's a fire everywhere.
No,
like,
adorable.
why do you have a place?
This is the fireplace, you stupid bitch.
I just snorted. And so, with the help of unlikely allies, Christmas was saved and the spirit of giving and kindness prevailed. As Elon watched his daughter's face light up with joy on Christmas morning, he knew that this would be a holiday he would never forget. The end.
I would think the fuck not. Oh my god.
I'm crying.
What the literal fuck?
Did you enjoy
sick.
that Christmas story, Caelan?
This is the only Christmas story I've ever enjoyed. I like Christmas now. I know it's not Christmas today in IRL, but now I want to order a tree.
You still have time.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is the best Christmas story. Fuck you, Charles Dickens.
I don't know her.
Thanks for watching, everyone. If you like this video, please hit like and share it with someone you love. If you hated it, please share it with someone you hate. And if you want more content featuring me and my friends cold reading things to one another with maybe a little more artistic and educational value, go subscribe to our podcast, Respect the Dead. Each week, one of us presents the story of a dead person or thing from history. It's kind of like The Dollop or Behind the Bastards, but a little cuntier. It's for the slurs and the hers. We release every Monday. We're on a break right now for the holidays, but when we return in 2024, we will be transitioning fully to video. So go listen to our back catalog in the meantime. We've covered bangers like Coco Chanel, Mahatma Gandhi, Mother Teresa, and the Titanic submersible implosion. Have a safe and pleasant holiday. See you in the new year. Good night.